You went, I would say you went viral with one of the biggest guys in the game, Willie D, right? And he pretty much criticized you about the channel. What's your response to that?
She cooks me breakfast every morning.
That's turkey bacon, right?
She prepares my dinner.
I was like, yeah, because what's from my cousin in Chicago. Shout out to Duke. I didn't know. Once again, I don't know the phenomenon. I don't know what's going on. Like, shout out to Baz. Like, people got to tell me, like, Rich at home, people really watch. They mess with you and you influence them. But I'm here. This is my life. I just try to put out the best content. So when Willie did that, and that's another thing too, I'm gonna teach you YouTubers, right? You guys never punch down. Always punch up. That's why if somebody disses you and they're got 2,000-3,000 subscribers, all you're doing is helping them. That's why I don't say people's names. Magilla Gorilla, I don't say his name. I don't say nobody's name. I don't do nothing. I just kind of just let it roll. But when somebody like a Willie D, who I'm on the come up, I had like maybe, I don't know, 10,000-15,000 subscribers. And Willie D, who got 700,000 subscribers, I'm like, yeah. But I did it with respect because I'm a big Ghetto Boys fan. And real recognize real. Willie D is a real dude and not to be played with. You know what I mean? So I know if I'm going to go there with Willie D, we got to go all the way there. Because Willie D is not to be played with. So he didn't diss me. He took little shots, but he didn't diss me. So I took my shots back and didn't diss him. But if you notice, Willie D, how you feel about brothers leaving the States now and coming to Thailand, going anywhere? It seems like kind of prophetic now what I did back 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Because now everybody's out here. But I couldn't have did it without people like BMT who came out here first, Skylar DeRuin, people who showed me. Even though I was traveling for all of y'all because I'm older than y'all, but in terms of making content from it, y'all showed me. Because me, as an actor, we never took YouTube seriously. YouTube was like, you got an actor, you got an extra, you got a YouTuber. That's like kind of how it was back then. So, I wasn't proud to be. I'm a YouTuber, but now I'm proud to say it. Unless you're in the Philippines where they changed the laws. But Willie D, a legend, man. I would love to get with him and talk to him now and see what he thinks about it now. Willie D, what you think, man?
Are relationships between men and women in the U.S. beyond repair at this point?
I think so. I think it's a wrap. I think it's going to take at least 1 to 2 generations to turn it around. Now I see sisters are starting to wake up and realize we need men. I watched the thing. Shout out to MTR, my guy. I watched the thing with Claudia Jordan was throwing up the white flag. I need a man. I'm tired of struggling. Man, I know Claudia from back in the day. See, I'm going to tell you, I'm doing a new channel from the Hollywood side and perspective of things. It'll be a whole different channel. And I'm going to tell you all the inside stuff. Like, we would have like parties at Shamar Moore's house, man. And, Claudia would walk in with her 4 little cute friends. You know what I mean? Like, there was a shit. You couldn't even talk to her. And now, Claudia, Vivica, these women were bad. You don't understand, man. Vivica was cold. You guys seen her when she got with 50. Imagine Vivica 5 years before that. Like, I knew Vivica when she worked at the pizza place at the bar. I gave her her first job. Like, a lot of stuff I say.
You mean set it off Vivica Fox?
Yeah, even before set it off.
Okay, she
did a lean cuisine commercial that I choreographed. That I helped hire. I'm like, that one right there. You know what I mean? And the director trusted me, so she got the job. She was always, can't take nothing away from her. She always had energy. You could tell she was on her way. You know what I mean? But after they get to a certain way, then they start to become divas. You know what I mean? Shout out to Q Willie.
Some say men are giving up on their women by going abroad. What's your response to that?
They're not giving up on women. They're just voting with their passports. Like, it's like, women have told us, you can't take us to Applebee's. You can't take us to Cheesecake Factory. You better pay for me and my friends. And you better not complain about it. And after all that, you might get a side hook. So You know, when you got options, see the difference between it, and that's the problem that a lot of women, and it's not just black women, it's just women in America, that mentality. You can be Asian, you can be Thai, Filipino. If you got that American-minded mentality, you're going to lose, because at that time, men didn't know that they had options. We're appreciated everywhere else until we come out here doing goofy shit. Then, then we look like that's how the stereotypes begin. Once the lower end people start coming and doing lower end things, then that's when the racism begins. But in Thailand, there is no racism. Not with Thais.
Mm-hmm.
And I do this, so I know you're probably tired of hearing it, man, but it's like, BMT is one of the most solid, respectful individuals. Like, I don't understand any of the hate. I mean, you know what it is? It's not hate, it's jealousy, bro. I've learned that. When they can't be you, when they can't do what you do, what else can they do but hate? It's an emotion. It's like me. You can't lie. Be honest. We YouTubers. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we look at other YouTubers doing numbers and be like, damn, how's this dude doing numbers over me? How's that? It's a natural instinct. Mm-hmm. But you got to suppress the hate with love and honor a person for doing what they did. All they doing is grinding.
That's true.
Everybody got the same 24 hours. So, don't be mad if they 24 hours are doing better than your 24 hours. Step your game up. That's what I say.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If there was a wealthy woman, but she was American, and she said, Richie Mack, I want to marry you, would you still get married? Let's say if Oprah's sister or something, multi-millionaire American woman, would you get married?
Good. Let me tell you why. There's an asterisk to that. Now, if I didn't have anything going for myself, if I couldn't support myself, if I didn't have a God-given talent, if I didn't have motivation and drive, and I would just want to be like a kept man, I can see other dudes doing that, but I'm not built like that. I'm alpha built. So, I just wouldn't work for me because it wouldn't be real. I can't even deal with a woman with like wigs. Like, I can't do it. Like, my mother wore wigs all her life, man, and she got alopecia. Rest in peace. Was wearing wigs all her life. So I got wigs and cigarettes. Like my grandfather, he's like my uncle. He's my uncle. He's like my grandfather. He died from smoking cigarettes. And my mama had alopecia from wigs. So I can't do wigs. I can't do cigarettes.
What was the exact moment you was just done with dating in the West?
When I came to Thailand.